Welcome to Blockbuster Tales, where movies come to life through epic breakdowns. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for your weekly dose of cinematic deep dives. Let's dive into the story. Thor now wanders the cosmos with his adopted daughter, Love, seeking balance after the events of Love and Thunder. He mentors her in combat while wrestling with his fading identity as a god. Whispers of an ancient evil stir across the galaxy, and gods from various pantheons are vanishing without a trace. Trouble brews, but Thor chooses to remain distant until a dark omen changes everything. Back on New Asgard, Valkyrie struggles to contain a strange infection spreading through the 9 realms. An eclipse event, known as the Black Sun, triggers chaos, and Asgardian defenses begin to fail. Valkyrie sends an urgent message to Thor, warning him of a cosmic darkness that feeds on gods. Realizing this is no ordinary threat, Thor sets course back home with Love. As they journey, Love's powers begin evolving rapidly, blending celestial energy, divine force, and something darker. She starts hearing voices in her dreams, cryptic whispers that lure her toward a mysterious presence. Thor grows increasingly worried, suspecting that her power may be the key to an ancient, buried force now awakening. That force is revealed to be Ereshkigal, an erased death goddess from a forgotten pantheon. She returns from a void dimension, seeking vengeance on all gods for their betrayal. With her army of the Vesperban, she begins consuming the souls of gods to reshape reality. Her target is the heart of Yggdrasil, hidden unknowingly within Love. Thor and Love arrive on Asgard to find it partially destroyed. Valkyrie has led survivors underground, where a secret resistance prepares for war. Thor is torn between his duty to lead and his fear of losing Love to the darkness. A mystical ritual allows him to speak with Odin's memory, seeking guidance from his father's spirit. Thor journeys to the spiritual plane of Valhalla, where Odin reveals the truth. Thor must become more than the god of thunder. He must rise as the All-Father. Odin warns that the fabric of life and death is unraveling, and that Love was born to restore or destroy it all. The path forward lies in embracing both creation and sacrifice. A flashback reveals Ereshkigal's origin. Betrayed and sealed by jealous gods, she was erased from all pantheons. The Black Sun event shattered her prison, and now she seeks to annihilate all other divine bloodlines. Her death army, the Vesperban, strikes swiftly, spreading void energy through the cosmos, corrupting entire realms. Thor, Love, and Valkyrie travel to Nidavella to forge a new weapon, Gungnir, reforged, crafted from the remnants of universal magic. But the forge is under siege by Vesperban soldiers. During a fierce battle, Love loses control, unleashing a destructive energy wave that saves them but leaves her shaken and unstable. Love, terrified by what she's becoming, flees across realms in search of answers. She slips into a forgotten dimension known as the Hollow Tree, an echo of Yggdrasil where divine souls echo forever. There, a shadow version of herself shows her a future where she ends all gods. Ereshkigal calls out to her, offering clarity and power. Desperate, Thor gathers allies from across the universe. He finds Beta Ray Bill, Sif, and exiled warriors from fallen pantheons, Egyptian, Japanese, and even ancient titans. They agree to form a united front, but fragile alliances require Thor to lead as more than a warrior. He must now become a god of all gods. Inside the Hollow Tree, Love confronts her truth. She was born not from biology, but from eternity's final breath, meant to reignite the balance of godhood when it tips into chaos. Ereshkigal manipulates this truth, saying Love was never meant to love, only to recreate existence under a new order. Ereshkigal rips open the cosmic graveyard and summons Krontha, an undead celestial titan. The battle shifts to floating remnants of dead planets where Thor's coalition clashes with Krontha's Void Legion. During the battle, Love arrives, her energy darkened, uncertain if she's meant to fight for gods or end them. Thor faces love, refusing to strike her down. Dropping his weapon, he tells her her future is her choice, not destiny's. Love, overwhelmed by his faith, awakens her true nature, part chaos, part creation. She destroys Krontha with a cosmic blast, turning the tide of war in shaking. The stars themselves, Ereshkigal flees into the roots of Yggdrasil itself, attempting to poison the core of divine life. Thor and Love follow her into the heart of the World Tree, where reality bends and all timelines converge. They must navigate illusions of future and past selves, while the roots pulse with corrupt death magic. In the root's core, a final battle erupts. Ereshkigal shatters Thor's essence into fragments. Love sacrifices a portion of her eternal energy to pull him back. Reborn through sacrifice, Thor ascends not as the thunder god, but as the true All-Father, channeling divine power. From every realm. With his new divine form, Thor summons storms from every plane, wielding light, shadow, and life together. Love and Thor combine their energy in one final fusion blast that traps Ereshkigal within the roots of time itself. The battle ends in silence as the tree heals and balance slowly returns. Ereshkigal is sealed beyond time, her existence paused. In a prison where even thought cannot pass, Thor warns that true death must exist but never rule. Asgard is rebuilt, and the other pantheons vow to work together to prevent divine war from ever erupting again. Thor returns to New Asgard, radiating ancient power. He passes his role of ruler to Valkyrie, declaring that Asgard needs a leader of the people, not of the skies. Love chooses to leave, venturing into the stars to help rebirth dying worlds, her journey just beginning. In a mid-credit scene, Grand Being watches from beyond the multiverse, the living tribunal. He acknowledges the restored balance, but warns that every act of restoration creates new fractures. Behind him, the multiverse ripples echoes of Kang's designs still shifting. In shadow. As Loki stares into the mirror dimension, a branch of Yggdrasil begins to twist unnaturally. From it, a red flash bursts, a tear farming between timelines. Out of the rift steps a figure cloaked in golden armor with glowing red eyes, a multiversal variant of Thor who never became worthy. Known only as the Ravager King, he carries a corrupted Mjolnir and seeks to conquer all divine realities. Elsewhere, in a forgotten timeline, a group of surviving gods, led by a battered Zeus, watches the multiverse fracture. Realizing their universe may soon collapse, they begin searching for the anchor of creation, a mythical force said to stabilize divine energy across all worlds. Their only lead points to Love, now traveling distant galaxies, unaware that she's being hunted by more than one timeline. Meanwhile, Doctor Strange, meditating inside the Sanctum Sanctorum, feels a ripple unlike anything he sensed before. The eye of Agamotto cracks slightly, revealing a glimpse of the living tribunal watching Thor. Strange opens a portal toward the World Tree and murmurs, "The gods have shaken the roots of everything. It's time I speak to Thor."